Hi, I'm Alana Wood, and as part of my final project for Web Design for Instruction, I created a website about using needs analysis in corporate and organizational environments. And so if you look at the homepage for this, it is a very simple homepage. There is menus up at a menu at the top that goes to the different sections, and we'll go through that. And then the first paragraph that's listed here is a little bit about the website and what it can be used for and what a needs analysis does for an organization itself. And if you scroll down, there's a little picture that basically is kind of a training environment. And then a little list of who can use a needs analysis and what a needs analysis can do for a team. And then a submission box for anyone who's using the site to tell us what their training need is. This is something that can be used for anyone in corporate environments, learning environments, nonprofits, for profits, and potentially used by like a training department or an organizational development department. At the bottom, there is my contact information as well as the link that will get you back to the top and the paragraph sample about the page itself. And so we can click to get back to the top, and we'll start with defining needs analysis. And this just goes through a definition of what a needs analysis is, as well as a little picture that kind of describes what a needs analysis does and what it's used for. There's also some links that go to outside sites for resources, one of them being HR Guide. Let's see how long this will take. And then a couple of others for people to go through. And then once again, my contact information. And then we can go through and go to the next section, which is get to the root of the problem. Each of the sections has a little bit of a paragraph that talks a little bit about the page itself. This section has an Asking the Right Questions video that goes directly into the video itself, and then people can just watch that. And after watching the video, or even if people don't watch the video, they can talk a little bit about using the 5 whys. And so they can look at a sample problem, how the 5 whys are used in the conclusion, and then another sample problem, and each one has a little bit more about the problem solving solution itself. And then once again, my contact information at the bottom. And then at any time through the top, there's a home button. So if we ever want to get back to that home page, and then we can go onto the solutions page. This one has a link back to another page to get to the root of the problem. And then we have an image of kind of going through problem analysis and understanding how we can get to a correct solution. So this is a page that's kind of used in conjunction with get to the root of the problem, and that's why we have that link back to it. And so then you go to presenting your needs analysis, and this has another video to it that talks a little bit about presenting the video, presenting your needs analysis and a project proposal, as well as a little image of a training needs analysis template that people can take a look at. At the bottom, there's also a fun tip of the day, but unfortunately that's only updated weekly. And once again, my contact information is there at the bottom. And so this is a website that would be updated on a regular basis with new templates, new resources that could be used at any time. For a lot of organizations, this is something that would be used more and more regularly by managers, by employees, especially if they're working with a new problem. They can get a better idea of how they should be getting to the root of the problem and how they should be finding solutions and having a little bit more confidence in understanding the background of finding those solutions and what they should do next.